Stories, bringing you up to speed with latest happenings. It's of the week's interesting stories, bringing you up to speed with latest happenings. It's of the week's interesting stories, bringing you up to speed with latest. Good morning and welcome to this exciting news package. And of course, it's this week in focus. We definitely would love to invite you to this exciting wrap-up of some of the events that have made it from this particular week that we have been enjoying. And of course, the month of April should be going to conclusion in a few days. But well, we are still enjoying this weather that is really bringing us into this, kind of like a chill kind of atmosphere. Good morning to this particular edition. Let's look at some of the headlines on this particular edition today. Of the week's interesting stories, bringing you up to speed with latest happenings. It's of the week's interesting stories, bringing you up to speed with latest happenings. It's of the week. Our quote for this particular morning is work hard in silence and let your success be your noise. So remember always that sometimes, let the work talk more than the talk itself. The headlines: fuel crisis forces Tazama policy suspension. President Hakainde Hichilema commissions 50 megawatts Mansa solar plant. Aspiring candidates to verify results online under the new ECZ system. And Fuzz pushes for nationwide tribute to the 1993 Gabon air disaster victims. With the news in details, my names are Yesani Jose. Tazama policy suspended. Cabinet has suspended the Tazama Open Access Framework for 6 months from April to September 2026 in response to the emergency fuel supply situation in the country. Minister of Information and Media Cornelius Mwetwa says the decision was made during the 7th cabinet meeting of the 2026 held at State House on April 22, chaired by President Hakainde Hichilema. Mr. Mwetwa explains that the move follows the government's declaration on the 31st of March 2026 that fuel supply has reached emergency levels due to the rising global oil prices and supply disruptions. He says the situation has been worsened by escalating military tensions involving Iran, the United States of America, and Israel, which have disrupted oil shipments through the Strait of Hormuz. Mr. Mwetwa adds that the suspension will allow government to stabilize petroleum supply and respond more effectively to global geopolitical shocks. The U.S. Justice Department drops probe into the Fed Chairman Jerome Powell. The U.S. Justice Department is dropping its investigation into the Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell over alleged building cost overruns. U.S. Attorney Jeremy Pirro said instead there would be an internal investigation led by the Central Bank's Inspector General. President Donald Trump has said the cost of the Fed's building renovations were too high as part of the long-standing Fed with Pirro. President Hakainde Hichilema commissions Mansa Solar. President Hakainde Hichilema has commissioned the 50 megawatts Mansa solar plant in Chief Mbunda's area of Mansa District, Luapula Province, saying this project is not by luck. The head of state says the project marks a historic milestone in Luapula, which has not recorded major power generations investments in over 60 years, and forms part of Zambia's goal to attend the 10,000 megawatts of installed capacity by 2030. Energy Minister Makoza Sikote says the solar initiative reflects government's reforms now yielding results, while ZESCO Managing Director Justin Longo says the $48 million facility fitted with over 1,500 solar panels will enhance power reliability and create more jobs. President Hakainde Hichilema has called for unity and collective national building.
Under your leadership, you have heard from the Director of Ceremony. Today, I'm one of the ministers who are very happy of what is now happening in the energy sector. The name of Minister of Load Shedding, Minister of Darkness, due to your good policies, reforms, and your leadership, I'm now called the Minister of Light. Your Excellency, this project will add the much-needed energy in our national grid. Mr. President, today's occasion is a clear testimony of your government's commitment to diversify the national energy mix. This is a practical demonstration of promises your administration has consistently made to the people of Zambia. Mr. President, the project you are commissioning today is further evidence of reforms your administration has introduced in the energy sector. Amid prioritizing and facilitating the new investment renewable energy so as to strengthen our energy security and expand our energy mix.
The site of the 50 megawatts solar power station. This was just a bush before. I want to believe that. Yes, there were inhabitants around here, but look at what stands here now. Look at the project behind you there, the 50 megawatts Mabunda solar power station. Since independence, we've had only one power station here. You saw the force there, with an installed capacity of 10 megawatts. For 61 years, 60 years plus. This is all we could do as the people of Zambia. One hydro power station, Msonda Force power station, with only 10 megawatts. Yet the consumption of electricity in this province is somewhere around 27, 30 megawatts, call it 30. And we could not generate 30 megawatts in the whole of Wapula province for 60 years. Chapesha man, no.
You have just joined us. You haven't missed out on much. We have just started on This Week in Focus. What if you could verify your candidate's results? That could be a good thing, right? Just go to your phone or probably just, click here and there, and you will definitely know if they are, qualified for the task. Now, ECZ launches the online verification. The Examination Council of Zambia, ECZ, has launched a new online results verification system aimed at streamlining the confirmation of academic qualifications for aspiring candidates ahead of the August 13, 2026 general elections. Speaking at a media briefing in Lusaka on Friday, ECZ Executive Director Dr. Michael Chilala announced that the Council has introduced an online platform called 2026 Election Confirmations, which will be accessed through the ECZ self-service portal. Dr. Chilala has said that the system launched on the 23rd of April will be active from the 27th of April to May the 11th, 2026, and is designed to allow candidates or equivalent qualifications as required by the Electoral Commission of Zambia to verify their grade 12 results. He added that the platform caters for candidates with results from 1998 onwards, those with results before 1997, as well as holders of foreign qualifications. Dr. Chilala further stated that applicants will be required to upload supporting documents, including national registration card, with fees remaining at 100 kwacha for result confirmation and 30 kwacha for the confirmation letter. The Commission says service cutters will remain operational nationwide to support those unable to access the online service. Speaker of the National Assembly, Nelly Miti, has cautioned members of Parliament against discussing or speculating on matters relating to the former President Edgar Lungu's case, saying the House must not debate unverified information. This follows Nkana Independent Member of Parliament Binwe Mpundu, who raised concerns directed at Vice President Mutale Nalumango, seeking clarification on allegations surrounding the former president's body. Speaker Miti has ruled that the matter is before the courts and should not be debated in Parliament, urging lawmakers to focus on issues that add value to their constituencies.
There are stories, Madam Speaker, that seems to now be suggesting that government has stolen the body and provided or done an autopsy on the former president of the Republic.
Honorable Member from Nkana, are you aware that this house is a house of facts and verifiable facts? We should bring issues that are truthful and are verifiable. So those allegations of a body having been stolen, do you have facts to show that the body was really stolen? Or you are just speculating? Let's not speculate. Let's bring issues that is going to add value to the people that we are representing. So I was saying that please let's leave that issue. It's already in the courts of law. The courts of law are the ones that are handling that matter. So it doesn't add value to the process by us debating it here on the floor of the House when we don't even have the facts at hand. There is no evidence to assume, or the Honorable Member from Koshwangandu. I've guided, I've not admitted that matter. So let's make progress. I'm sure there are other avenues where you can discuss such matters.
Mwemba Chief installed. Senior Chief Mwemba, chiefdom in Sinazongwe district of Southern Province yesterday, were celebrating in the official installation of its new traditional leader, Axon Sichichelo, as Senior Chief Mwemba. The new chief succeeds his late father, Edson Shamu, who was the former Senior Chief Mwemba and passed away on the 30th of July 2021. Residents of Mwemba Chiefdom turned out in large numbers for the historic celebration ceremony, marking the end of several years without a substantive traditional leader. Speaking on the development, Senior Chief Mwemba Protocol Officer Moses Mazevo expressed happiness over the installation, noting that the absence of a substantive chief has affected the coordinated development that efforts, despite ongoing supports through the Constituency Development Fund program, were futile. Mr. Kazevu emphasized that traditional leaders play a vital role in governance and community development, adding that the installation of the new chief is a significant milestone for sustainability and progress of the chiefdom. President Hakainde Hichilema visits Kasama. President Hakainde Hichilema is expected to visit Kasama district today, Saturday the 21st of April 2026, for a one-day working visit to Northern Province. According to Northern Province Minister Leonard Mbao, the President will, upon arrival, pay a courtesy call on His Royal Highness Paramount Chief Chitimukulu Kanyanta Manga, the second of the Bemba people. Mr. Mbao says the head of state will also officially open the Kasama Shoprite Mall and Urban Hotel infrastructures expected to boost economic activity and job creation in the district. The President will further hold an interactive community engagement sessions aimed at strengthening government-citizen relationships before concluding his visit with a meeting with party officials at the party secretariat. An 18-year-old girl of Mufulira has been arrested for allegations of allegedly publicizing false information electronically after she forcefully claimed on social media that she had been gang raped. Copperbelt Province Police Commissioner Mwale Yuyi says the incident occurred on April the 22nd, 2026, between 07 and 12 hours. Mr. Yuyi says a member of the public reported a Facebook post showing a girl lying on the ground with claims she had been attacked by suspected junkies in Mufulira. He says police launched investigations leading to the arrest of the suspect from Chiwolia Township, who later admitted in the presence of her elder sisters that she fabricated and shared the post. The girl has been charged with publicizing false information electronically and remains in police custody as investigations continue. Copperbelt Province Minister Elisha Matambo has paid a courtesy call on His Royal Highness Chief Mungila of the Namwala district of Southern Province. Speaking during the visit, Mr. Matambo expressed gratitude for the invitation to join the family celebrations and to share in the commemorations of the lives of the departed. He noted that the Copperbelt Province has benefited from major development projects across key sectors in recent years. Mr. Matambo cited revived mining operations, road rehabilitation works in several districts, including Kitwe, Chingola, and Kasumbalesa, as well as the new border post infrastructure upgrades. He further highlighted improvements in the health and education sectors, including increased drug availability, recruitment of teachers and health workers, and expanded free education benefiting over 1 million learners. The minister added that the developments reflect ongoing national transformations and expressed confidence in continued process across the country.
That 4 years down the line, Copperbelt has been given a facelift in all the sectors. The mines which were closed are back to life. The roads, if you go there, you find this every district construction site. We are reconstructing roads in almost all the districts in Ndola, Kitwe, Mufulira. We have a new contractor who is going to do the road which was only worked on in UNIP from Ndola to Mufrira to Mokambo.
Yes.
So we've already done almost 17 kilometers from Ndola to Sakanya with a new border post. Then the contractor will proceed into Mufrira. The same contractor will do Mufrira Township roads. Go into Mokambo again, we'll put a new border post there, state of the art. And Chingola, Chilabombwe, Kasumbalesa Road already done. And we are putting up a modern Kasumbalesa border post there.
Okay.
We have done the road which used a lot of problems in Kitwe, is called Chibuluma.
Yes.
The president gave us the first ever concrete road to be done in that area. And the several other roads which we are doing in almost the townships, not only in urban areas, but we are also doing the roads in rural areas.
Right.
And now in Mumbwa District, Mumbwa expects bumper harvest. Mumbwa District Commissioner Namukulo Munalula Hayumbu says the district is expecting a bumper harvest projected to be double last season's yield. Mrs. Hayumbu attributed the expected increase in growth production to timely distribution and farming inputs under the Farmer Input Support Program FISIP, as well as favorable rain across the country. She disclosed that more than 27,000 farmers have allegedly sold maize to the Food Reserve Agency FRA and have since been paid in full. Mrs. Hayumbu says the payments have been boosting the economic activity in the district with improved financial circulation among its households and businesses.
All right. Thank you very much. Unless there's any other thing you'd like to add on.
Wow, I would like to thank the government under the leadership of President Hakainde Hichilema for what he has done, especially for the FRA. For Mumbwa alone, last season, more than 27,000 farmers had sold their maize to FRA. And economically, that comes to a total amount spent, the government spent in Mumbwa paying farmers is more than 242 million kwacha. And the farmers are very happy. And I'm also happy to announce that this year we have another.
In sports, the Football Association of Zambia President Keith Mwemba has called for nationwide remembrance of the national team players who died in the 1993 Gabon air disaster. Speaking during the FAZ Eastern Province Annual General Meeting in Chipata, Mr. Mwemba directed regional officers to take an active role in marking April 28th, saying the day must carry greater national significance. He described the fallen players as gallant men who died on duty, urging the nation to honor them with respect and support their families. Mr. Mwemba says remembrance activities should extend beyond Lusaka to ensure wider nationwide participation in honoring the fallen heroes.
As a country now, let us take the commemoration of the Gabon disaster victims, our gallant men who perished off the coast of Gabon in Libreville on the 28th of April 1993. Those men died on duty. We have a duty as a country to honor them with the respect that they deserve. We have a duty to be in constant touch with their families. That day should not just be any other day. Effective or with immediate effect this year, we must change the manner in which we observe that day.
Another exciting story that will definitely put a smile on our faces when we just thought that she was out of the game and never to return. I am telling you, Esther Phiri was a marvel to watch. Now, what happened yesterday is that Esther Phiri won the non-battle bout against South African Sandra Amurda with an anonymous decision. Now, in a pre-match interview, Esther revealed that she organized the match not because of hunger, but because of community empowerment. The WBC champion previous fight was in 2015, while her opponent Amurda stepped up in the boxing ring back in 2017. Well, it was all punches and the judges all scored the fight of 40-36 in favor of Esther Phiri, giving the former Weber lightweight champion a perfect win and send off. Esther now shifts focus to building her boxing academy and mentoring young talent. Also spotted in her corner was Catherine Phiri, showing support. There you go. Two champions, Catherine Phiri, Esther Phiri, just coordinating, coming together and seeing to it that, the sport of boxing does go up in, the ranks. So we have so many sports in the country. We do have judo, we do have tennis, we do have golf, we do have football. And well, in this Week in Focus, if you don't get any news about all these other sports, you will definitely find them right here on this particular package. It has been an exciting package that we had for you on our news desk this particular week. Let's take a look at some of the stories that have made it on our desk as we do get wrapping up today. Fuel crisis forces Tazama policy suspension. President Hakainde Hichilema commissions 50 watts Mansa solar plant. Aspiring candidates to verify results online under the new ECZ system. And FAZ pushes for nationwide tribute to the 1993 Gabon air disaster victims. It has been a pleasure sharing the camera and the desk with you. My names are Yesani Jose. Until another time, it's pleasant watching. Of the week's interesting stories, bringing you up to speed with latest happenings. It's of the week's interesting stories, bringing you up to speed.